it's Nicole Sport and welcome back to Plan with Nicole. Today we are going to be moving all of December back to its prospective planner, or I really only used one in 2021. We're going to be moving anything over to this, or if I have things for different sections that I started very late in the year, I'm going to move those to their planners. So let's just start by going ahead and let's just open, because I actually have the last 3 months of 2019, or 2020. Oh my gosh, you guys. I want to go back to 2019 in here. So let's just go ahead and move here to November. And I am going to be pulling out what goes in that part of the spread. Just like so. So that is the rest of November. I'm also going to pull out my weekly so I can move that where it needs to go in my 2020 spread. Now let's just grab up December here and move that over. Just like so. Man, this album is pretty fat. And let's also move my weekly work. And then I'm going to grab my dashboard to put that in. I need to figure out where the last page is for this. Let's see. I'm going to leave, probably will pull, actually I'm not going to leave that. I'm going to pull that. I'm going to see what's in there. I don't think, I think I've taken out any dividers I need from here. I think that this is pretty well, like I said, I know I missed a lot of this, which I've talked about. So I need to find my end page for this, and I will be right back. Okay, so I believe, I can't find exactly, I think it's because I used this, or I didn't use this. I moved to my other planner. I'm going to put this, it's one I found. I think it's an end page. It'll be fine. But that's what we're going to do here. So let me just move this real quick. And what I like to do, I want it to be nice and secure. I can go back and fill something in if I want to. I will be honest, I doubt I will. But I might, just because I don't want it to be incomplete. There might be something I want to add here. But since I can't find exactly, since I franken-planned this and I've probably lost whatever, not lost, I'm sure I've just misplaced it, what went here. But that's really not a big deal, because I tend to franken-plan this part of my planner anyway. There we go. Whoops. What's happened here? There we go. So that just cleans up the back of my planner nicely, and then I can just pop that back in. Now, I said I probably wouldn't. I might not. That's a pretty enough end page. I could always add a little something if I wanted to, maybe some thoughts or something about 2021. We shall see. I'm really not, I'm probably not going to contemplate 2021 very much. I don't know about you guys. Not that it was bad per se. We're just navigating this strange new world together. But I'm ready for 2022. I'm generally ready to just move along. I do like looking back through this. I know I talked about that before, that it is really fun to look back, and then you can obviously see where I started back. Very end of October here, but there's a lot missing. I pulled a lot of pages out of this. Just, if I didn't do anything, I pulled them out because it was kind of sad to look through. So, but at the beginning of this year, oh my goodness, look at that. So much. So This year, we're going for a full planner. Who is with me? That is my goal for the year. So I'm actually just going to shut this pretty planner up and set it aside for a minute. I'm going to speed up the video really quick, and I'm also voicing over instead of talking live, as I'm going to show you that I just customized my dashboard planner. I again am using the Align planner for my dashboard work related spreads. I'm customizing it with the Concord and 9th bold and brushy uppercase. I love this stamp set, and a little later in the video I'm going to show you some of the others I picked up as well. In addition, I am going to take the stickers and customize the tabs, as I am using an Undated planner for my dashboard. So I stamped this as I just showed you, and we're going to move then my December. I am going to pull this out because this is going to stay in January. I need to put that back in. We're going to move our December dashboard over. So let me pull all that, and let's set my planner aside. So here is what we're going to do for this. I want my title page, my name page, to be right there. We're going to put it right after here. I did put December on here. Now remember, I didn't do anything with this, so we're going to do my little hack again, where we're going to glue these two together so it's not, my goal this year is to not have these empty pages in my planner. And again, I want to encourage you to make it your own. Don't feel like you have to fill out every single page if you don't want to. There is no hard and fast rules here, you guys. Make it work for you. Let's move that. Whoops. Let's not knock over the studio lighting, though, okay? So here is what I have found works the best. If I line it up with the spine. If I line it up with the outer edge, I have found sometimes it does not line up as good. Okay, see how pretty that is? And if it hangs off the edge, like, I don't even really care. That's fine. Okay, so here are these pages. That one's going to look like that, I guess, but let's clean that up as well. Hold, please. So I went to the planner that I got these pages from. Again, this is not the planner I'm using for 2022. It was just the one I had at the time. I found my month in review page. Again, I don't know that I'll be doing anything with it, but I think it looks nicer than this. So we're just going to back these as well to give it a finished look. And yes, I'm using loads of adhesive. You probably would not have to. I like the adhesive to be in between here. I've done this a couple of different ways in the past, and this is what works for me. I'm going to then just do this. I may want to write some stuff on here, come to think of it, like maybe some goals going forward. I don't know. We'll see. But since I didn't do a ton in my dashboard, and I will have a full dashboard at the end of 22, this is just going to go in the front of my 2022 album because I only had 2 spreads. So I feel like that's a good place to kind of house this. And I could potentially fill that out if I want to. So we're just going to pop this in just like so. Right here before, and of course January is already in my catch-all planner, so this will actually be my February section. I have not customized any of the rest of this. We'll just pull what we need as we get it, and then when January's over and I do my January flip through, I will be moving January back in here and things like that. Likely February will move over. I think I'm going to do 2 months at a time in my classic planner. In fact, because I have this out right now, you guys, this is a good, let's just go ahead and pull February. Let's go back here to the beginning. I like to just leave my little stickers in here. I am not going to label every month. I'll probably label them a couple months at a time. You could label them all and get rid of that if you wanted to. I have found that working in small sections, like maybe a couple months at a time, is what works really well for me. I may change that as my planning journey goes on. We shall see. And as this helps me become more organized, I cannot tell you guys how much this helps in my day-to-day and work life. I can always check in and see where I'm at. Okay, we're going to move that to our other planner. I'll show you that. But this is my dashboard planner for 2022. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to switch out these rings. Let's do that. Shall we? I actually bought some gold. Do I want to do gold or white on that? Actually, I think I'm going to do, well, you guys. Oh yeah, I did. I bought the gold Mickey discs for this because I thought that they would tie into the gold really cute. Let me grab them all. My box actually broke and they're kind of in my drawer here. Okay. Let's go ahead and start moving all of this over, which is kind of a pain, but I like metal discs, and this is going to be a planner that I touch and use a lot. It's my work planner, my social media, and work. That's what we're using this for. So, because for me, social media is work. I don't post a ton of personal unless it's in my stories on Instagram. Let's just do that. Okay. Well, I could have put this whole section in. And we're just going to pop these in one. I'm going to try to do one section at a time to make it go a little quicker. I like to make sure they're lined up, and then I grab, pull, and then we're just going to take it over and pop them right on the discs. I have to say, I was actually watching one of my favorite content creators on YouTube, not a planner, not a card maker, and she was talking about keeping a planner and how the Happy Planner is her favorite planner, and I'm sure she doesn't like decorate it or anything like that, but she was talking about using all the planners and settling on the Happy Planner because of the disc system, and I would have to agree with that 100%. I have tried so many planners in the past, and nothing works for me because I don't like that you are spiral bound. Doesn't work for me because I don't like how I can't move things around. And that is one of the biggest benefits of the Happy Planner, is this disc bound system. But it's also what made me not want to do this for a long time. I couldn't see, I didn't think I liked it. I can't believe I even am saying that out loud now, because I can't imagine not being able to have freedom. I'm one of those people, creatives, that needs freedom to set things up the way I want, because I very rarely keep things exactly as is. That's just how I am. I like to move things around. I like to be able to add stuff to my planner if I want to. And so this works much, much better for me. See how quick it actually goes? Very quick if you can do a whole section at a time. So I just generally pull 1 month and move it over to the discs that I want. And I probably could have done all this in my setup video, but I don't think in my setup video I even had this. I was still under the assumption I could fit it all in my classic vertical, but you guys, now that I've used a dashboard, I don't know if I could go back. For work, this is, it just works so good. Just a nice firm pull. You're not going to mess up anything. All right, and now let's get our back cover. So I actually, on one of my favorite planner channels, she talked about putting these in a glass jar to decorate in your office, like the extras you don't use, because I think we all, if we are working with Happy Planner and we like different discs, maybe end up with a bunch of discs we don't use. And I thought using these as a decorative element is such a good idea. So I think I might do something like that. I will let you guys know. Definitely drop me a note if you want to see what I end up doing there. Okay. Oh my gosh, yes. Look at those gold discs with my planner. And of course there's a little Mickey discs, which I love. This is not even a Disney planner, but I very, very much like the gold metal discs. So that is how that's gonna look. Okay, let's move on to our next planner. So actually, here's what we're going to do. This is the beginning of my planner. I have a lot of stuff in here. I'm trying to decide which is the best way to do this. I'm probably going to pull all this. So let's see. First up, let's go ahead. I'm going to keep like all my Februaries together. I hope that makes sense. Februaries. Months together. I had pulled my February dashboard from my dashboard album, so I'm just going to pop this in. I think I'm going to try to keep a couple months just for this. The rest of it I'm not, like meal plan and wellness. So here I had pulled my dividers. This is my weekly. This is my weekly work or dashboard. I call it weekly work. That works for me. And then we are going to go ahead and put our divider in the work. This is for easy. Finding this easy. That's probably what I flip to the most. Okay. And then while we're here, oh, I even have March in here. That's totally fine. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple things. Let's see. I am going to pull my social media section. We're going to pull our meal plan section. And I'm actually going to pull this, and that needs to go into the meal plan planner. Let's pull wellness, because we're going to be pulling out the new pages for this. Okay. That's going to go in wellness. And this is my, oh, you're getting a little sneak peek. This is like my quilting and cross stitch sections, which I'll talk about in that video when it comes, or if I've already put it up. I'm not exactly sure. I'm putting things up in a little bit out of order. I really want to keep track of my other hobbies, and so that's what these sections are for. Okay, now we're going to get this put back together. So January. This is going to be like a monthly. I need to fill this out this month. I'm also going to, I started filling out birthdays, but I did not get very far, so I need to do that. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. I love starting a new planner. Okay, so I want to keep January things in January, meaning that I want to add my social media section, which some of that I need to move probably, but that's fine. I'm probably going to keep them in here for now. Again, that's just my own personal stuff. That's not something I'll probably share. That's like stats. Meal plan. I need to grab my January meal plan. We'll grab that in a minute. We also need to grab wellness, because those are all January related. Okay, quilting and cross stitch are actually going to go to the back of my planner. These are the hobby sections. They are not necessarily a month by month. They are more for me to keep track of my quilting, my ongoing quilting, and oh my gosh, if this has the plastic on it still, I thought I pulled plastic off all of these. Hold on. I think I got it off. Okay. They come with a protective plastic cover. So this is just more for me to keep track of my ongoing. I have a lot of ongoing quilt projects, but I want to finish. I have so many UFOs, which are unfinished objects, if you guys don't know. And I've actually started finishing, but I am making some pretty lofty goals for myself, because I generally only quilt on the weekends. I will cross stitch some evenings as I can, but I want to keep track of all of that. So these are just going in the back of my planner. This is my own personal. You might have some things you want to keep track of. Maybe you garden, you have other hobbies, paint, I don't know, crochet, whatever it is. Maybe you want to keep track of that. So that is what those sections are there. And again, I'm putting those in the back. Now, what else did I pull that I need to... Okay, for my work section, I did have some things. Just have this sheet that I was working on. So let's just pop that. Some things, ideas, whatnot. And then for, oh no, that's too far. For wellness, I had some notes for when I get to that. All right. And I think that's it. Okay, you guys. Perfect. I do have a couple more things I want to add to this, and then I'm also going to grab those meal plan and wellness planners. Okay, let's work on meal plan first. So this is my meal plan album. We're going to customize it. This is going to be just very similar to if you've seen me stamp the others. I like stamping in them. I know a lot of people will buy stickers or whatever. I have stamps. I'm going to use them. My best tip if you want to stamp your name in your planner is start in the center and work your way out so that it is centered or as close to centered as possible. And with the Happy Planner pages, I very much recommend a pigment-based ink, not a dye ink, as dye is probably going to bleed through the weight of your Happy Planner pages. So here we're just going to go ahead and I usually stamp it off on a scrap piece of paper a couple times. I also have a microfiber cloth off to the side with stamp cleaner on it that I just wipe the letter real quick. So I start with my C and the H, the middle of my name. My name is spelled different than most Nichols. As we found, I can never find anything customized with my name spelled correctly, which is fine. I gave up that dream a long time ago. My mom said she was sorry. And I was like, no, Mom, it's fine. And I love this font. Okay, so I will show you the finished stamps as soon as I'm done. This is the Concord and 9th Sophisticated Script. Now, I used a different one when I customized my Oasis, my catch-all planner I'm using, where I'm kind of Franken-planning everything. And I had so many people say, oh, I love that, I love that. And I think you can maybe still get it. It's the Cali from Mama Elephant. However, if you cannot find it, this is a great alternative. I think this one's a little more readily available. So I wanted to throw that out there for you guys. If you too love the script of like a nice calligraphy type of, or brush lettering, which is what I did. in my dashboard earlier. If you love the look but you cannot achieve it yourself, I am one of those people. So for me, it is stamps all the way. And I am using acrylic blocks. There are stamp positioner tools if you are worried about not getting it lined up. I really feel like I'm okay. But that is a great alternative if you wanted to. You definitely could, and I might show that in a video sometime just to show you, because it does give you the ease of mind in case something goes wrong. We're going to live on the edge here, apparently. And I love this. This looks so good. All right. And that is all I'm going to use of the Sophisticated Script lowercase. So there's what that looks like. Is that not beautiful? And now we're going to go to the uppercase. It is 2 separate stamp sets. So I could do all lowercase, but I'm not going to. I went big with my stamp alphabet purchases for planning, because I feel like I will use them in my memory keeping planner as well. Perfect. And there we go. I have customized. This is my meal plan planner. So let me put this away. I will show you guys this alphabet. I like choices in my alphabets, but this is really close to that Cali alphabet I used. In fact, I'll show you my planner so you can kind of see the difference in size, because the Cali is littler. I love it though. Perfect. Okay, so we're just going to flip this open. I'm probably not going to use these pages for the meal plan since I'm using those, but we'll leave them there for now. We're going to take December and pop it in here. And we're going to take January and remove it. And I'm just taking January. These are only going to be 1 month at a time. For my personal, or like my weekly, regular weekly, classic weekly, whatever you want to call it, and dashboard, work weekly, I'm doing 2 months because there are a lot of things that I do want those out. All right, meal plan. We're going to pop this in. I already know for a fact I won't use that. I'll glue those. I love this. Kind of gives you all of that. I didn't use this week, but that's okay. I'm likely we'll just glue those together and we're going to start fresh here. All right. That is the meal planner. And that's all I'm going to do for that, is to customize with my name. I think I did buy some discs for this, but I'm not switching them out right now. I bought some discs for this one too because I absolutely just don't like these blue ones, but I'm not going to switch those. I will switch those off camera since we've already done that. Okay, another title page. I'm going to go ahead and use the last alphabet I got just to, because I bought these and why not? This is they're all Concord and 9th. This is the Lovely Letters. And it's a little bit different, more playful script style font. Maybe I ought to show them all side by side when I'm all finished here. Okay, there's the C. I always make sure to put my letters back right when I'm done. Letters tend to be one of those stamps that you can lose. So you'll notice that I take the time to clean it off and put it away immediately. These have not been stamped before, so I am stamping them off on my scrap paper a couple of times to just make sure I'm going to get a good impression. You don't want it to go directly to your project, especially if you're not using a stamp positioner. You might be disappointed, and no one wants that. New stamps often need a little prepping. I like this font too. All good purchases, and I'm really excited because I'm going to use these, I'm sure, in lots of other things. But I'm really excited about all these fonts. I think they're beautiful. And I really like, if you get it close enough, you can make it almost look connected. A couple of places I didn't do that good of a job, but it's going to be okay. I really like doing my own name. And not in my own handwriting. In something much prettier. Okay, that is the last lowercase of lovely letters. Here is what this looks like. And let's go ahead and grab the uppercase in from the lovely letters. And there we go. Very fun. I like that too. Just completely different looks in font. I am going to show those side by side. Let me move my stamps here out of the way. We're done customizing. Oh, let me throw my acrylic block at my dog on accident. He looked really offended. Okay, there is this one. I'm just going to do a side-by-side comparison here. So this is the brush style. More calligraphy, that's calligraphy, and then just a little bit simpler script. So you can see all different, but I love how it just looks so pretty. Okay, I hope that maybe inspires you to try some stamping in your planners. All right, I will be right back to do our wellness. We need to make a divider. So I actually have lots of these dividers. I think I have 3 sets total, but they work with my aesthetic. So here's my tip. They come with a plastic covering. It can kind of be hard to see. I usually start in the bottom corner with a sharp pair of tweezers until I can get it lifted up and then peel it up and away. You can also leave it on if you want, but I like to use my things. If it gets scratched, it gets scratched. That's means it's well loved and well used. But they put this on for packaging purposes to keep it nice until it's in your hands. I just wanted to make sure if you get some of the dividers that you also know that they have that plastic covering. I noticed that some of mine I had been using, I must have forgot to pull the plastic covering off. And it does not want to come off around the little punched notches for the disc bound system. Very well. There we go. All right. So there's that. And you can, it just is a lot less dull without that plastic on it. We need to customize this. It also is going to go in my January. We're going to do it right here behind wellness. I'm going to put this in here just like so. I have all my tabs for my sections at the top, and I have them labeled for easy reference. This is the January section I pulled from my budget planner, and I want to customize the top of this with what this section is. For that, I am going to use my label maker. I will list this down below. Probably the newer version. This is a little bit old, but still works good. I use this for labeling all my things. If you follow my card making channel, I use it there as well. We're going to grab some clear though, because I want my labels to be clear. So I'm just switching out the white tape for the clear. And we're going to do this. And we're going to write budget. And I didn't get the skinny tape. My store actually didn't have it. So I'm just writing it twice. I'll show you why. Just because I don't have another section. For all of these sections, I would do one word on the first line and then another word. So like meal plan wellness. And then I cut it apart. Which is what I'm going to do here. Now let me see what font we have. That's fine. Oops. Leave that there. I think that's all good. And let me check something. Okay. So let's just escape that and print. And okay to feed. Cut that. This button cuts it. At least on my version. There are a lot newer ones, you guys. I know this. I have an old one, but it works. I have the older version and it works great. I love it. So now I trimmed mine up pretty close. And because I don't need to use the other half of this, I'm pulling off where it's split. And I'm just going to cut. I trim mine up. I'm having to kind of Frankenplan this as well. That one has some paper on it. Let's use this one. We're going to have to peel the paper off though. So I'm just going to grab my tweezers. Oh, that worked good. If you have a sharp pair of tweezers, it works fantastic. We're going to peel off the backing paper. And then we're going to put budget right on our tab. And that is how I have, hope you can see that, customized these dividers or bookmarks. If you wanted to do white, you could. I wanted mine to be a little more subtle, so I liked the clear tape in my Dymo label maker as opposed to white. If you did white, you could do white and you could do one word, you could do the word twice. You could do it on the front and the back. I didn't worry about it. Again, I wanted it on clear. Okay, you guys, I think that is the setup. We're completely set up for January. We are set up for the year, hopefully set up for success. Oh, you know what? That's not really the... I didn't want them to be right one on top of another. Hold on. Let me grab a different divider. We are probably going to just switch it to this divider, but that means I'm going to have to peel off the... Oh, I didn't get it peeled off very good, did I? Let's see if we can get this one started. I think I'll like this better because I don't want the wellness to be right in front of budget. It's probably a really small thing, but Oh, I took this one off so much better. Yay. Kind of glad I showed you that. I think if you pull straight from this side, it takes it off nicer. All right. Let's pull Minnie out. And I'm going to try to save this without having to cut another. I'm not going to have to. Woohoo! And we're just going to put it right here. There we go. Much better. I can tell already this is going to be. That way, when I look at it, wellness and budget are not right. Oh, maybe you can't see that. Wellness and budget aren't right behind each other. It's a little more staggered. Okay, so that is it, you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this setup video of my Franken planner for 2021. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. And we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.